Hey, fellow rock tumblers. Are you like me? Do you use these conventional style rock tumblers? You know, the ones that have the bearings and the rails and the pulleys and the motors, and we lay our barrels onto these long rods and they turn, and yeah. They work okay, but they tear up the barrels over time. They make a big mess. You can see bits of rubber and metal. So they're not ideal. And I was thinking about it. There's got to be a better way to turn a barrel that doesn't involve just rotating along those steel rails and eating up our barrels. So I got in the shop and threw together a few pieces, and this is what I came up with. It's the Rock Tumbler 9000. No, actually, it's just something I put together with a bunch of scrap parts I had laying around the shop. I did have to buy a couple of new things, but for the most part, it was just stuff I had laying around. And I think it's so far turning out okay. I did have to purchase a motor and a coupler and a couple other things. But overall, it was just put together from junk and really didn't cost me anything. It lets me do different sized barrels. There you can see a 6-pound barrel and a 4-pound barrel, and I have the 3-pound on there now. If we take a closer look, I can show you that we have the speed controller, which goes to this motor with the reduction gear on it. That came from Amazon. I had to put it on with a couple of brackets there. Needed that coupler to go from the 12 millimeter to the 3/4 inch shaft. The shaft and the bearings came from a hospital blower assembly that I had. And this red disc here is actually from an MRI. I had to drill some holes into that. It's aluminum, so it was very easy. Come up with these little wooden dowels, these legs to elevate the front to give me a better angle so that the barrels stay on a little bit better. To put a barrel on, it's very simple. So for the 3-pound, I just stick these pegs into the proper holes. And then I simply push this 3-pound barrel on, kind of nice and snug. It probably would stay, but I decided to go ahead and throw a strap around it just so it doesn't come off, because this will be going for many days like this. Then all I have to do is throw the switch, and I can get it rotating. Now, the really cool thing is with this speed controller, I can make it go very slow in case I want to do something very, very sensitive, or I can really crank up the speed if I want to wear down something in a hurry. Or I can just dial it back to some sort of normal speed, which is probably where I'll keep it for the most part. To change barrels, to go to different sizes, it's very easy. Pop the old barrel off, take out the wooden pegs. I made 2 sets, so I'll put in the longer sets. Let's say I want to go to the 4-pound barrel, so I put it into the holes for the 4-pound barrel, like so. I grab that barrel, stuff it on, push it down nice and tight. That kind of wedges everything together. Throw the strap on again. There we go, get it hooked on right there. And then fire it back up. Very simple. Let that run for days and days and days. If I want to change it again, same procedure. Just pop that strap off. Let's say I want to put the 6-pound barrel on now, so I take the 4-pound off, move the pegs to the 6-pound holes. There, and there. Those happen to be the factory holes that were put in originally for the screws that held that thing onto the MRI. Then I stuff the 6-pound barrel on there, which also means I could put the 12-pound barrel on as well. They're the same diameter. Just have to get a different strap. Go ahead and attach the strap. This particular strap is not ideal, so I'm going all the way over to the shaft, but it works. And they're just fired up again, and now we're doing a 6-pound barrel, again with variable speed. So there you have it. There's the Rock Tumbler 9000. Yeah, we'll see how well it works. It wasn't very expensive. That gear motor may not hold up, but I'll let it run for a while, and hopefully it'll last, and I'll get some good results. And maybe I'll update this video at some point and show you the results. Thanks for watching.